Good morning, students. We will continue our chapter Madam Rides the Bus. Her first journey, what careful, painstaking, elaborate plans she had to make for it. She had thriftily saved whatever stray coins came her way, resisting every temptation to buy peppermints, toys, balloons, and the like. And finally, she had saved a total of 60 paisa. How difficult it had been, particularly that day at the village fair. But she had resolutely stifled a strong desire to ride the merry-go-round even though she had the money. So, Vali's first journey came after a careful and painstaking planning. She saved whatever stray coins came her way. Finally, she had saved a total of 60 paisa. She resisted every temptation like buying toys, balloons, and to ride the merry-go-round. Her next problem was how to slip out of the house without her mother's knowledge. After she had enough money saved, her next problem was how to slip out of the house without her mother's knowledge. It was not easy to go, so it was her next problem how to slip out of the house without her mother's knowledge. But she managed this without too much difficulty. Every day after lunch, her mother would nap from about 1 to 4 or so. Vali always used these hours for her excursion as she stood looking from the doorway of her house or sometimes even ventured out into the village. Today, these same hours could be used for her first excursion outside the village. Now, her mother would nap every day from 1 to 4. These 3 hours were for her excursion. As she stood looking from the doorway of her house or sometimes even went cautiously out into the village. So, today these hours could be used for her first journey outside the village. The bus rolled on, now cutting across a bare landscape, now rushing through a teeny hamlet or past an old wayside shop. Sometimes the bus seemed on the point of gobbling up another vehicle that was coming towards them or a pedestrian crossing the road. But lo, somehow it passed on smoothly, leaving all obstacles safely behind. Trees came running towards them, but then stopped as the bus reached them and simply stood there, helpless for a moment by the side of the road before rushing away in the other direction. So, the bus was rushing through small hamlets. Suddenly, Vali clapped her hands. A young cow, tail high in the air, was running very fast right in the middle of the road. So, the bus rolled down, now cutting across a bare landscape. Now it was rushing through a tiny hamlet or past an old wayside shop. So it was moving. Suddenly, Vali clapped her hands with glee, with happiness. A young cow was running very fast right in the middle of the road, right in front of the bus. The bus slowed to a crawl and the driver sounded his horn loudly again and again. But the more he honked, the more frightened the animal became, and the faster it galloped, always right in front of the bus. Now, as it was right in front of the bus, the driver sounded his horn loudly again and again. The more he honked, the more frightened the animal became. Somehow, this was very funny to Valli. She laughed and laughed until there were tears in her eyes. So, it was very funny to Valli. She laughed until tears came in her eyes. Hey lady, haven't you laughed enough? Called the conductor. Better save some for tomorrow. The conductor said, Hey lady, haven't you laughed enough? You have laughed enough. So, it will be better to save some for tomorrow. At last, the cow moved off the road and soon the bus came to a railroad crossing. A speck of a train could be seen in the distance, growing bigger and bigger as it drew near. Then it rushed past the crossing gate with a tremendous roar and rattle, shaking the bus. Then the bus went on and passed the train station. From there, it traversed a busy, well laid out shopping street and entered a wider thoroughfare. Such big, bright looking shops, what glittering displays of clothes and other merchandise, such big crowds. So, then they passed through a railroad crossing, then it passed through a busy but well laid out shopping street, bright looking shops, what glittering display of clothes, such big crowds, thought Valli. Struck dumb with wonder, Valli gaped at everything. Then the bus stopped and everyone got off except Valli. Hey lady, said the conductor, aren't you ready to get off? This is as far as your 30 paisa takes you. No, Valli said, I am going back on this same bus. She took another 30 paise from her pocket and handed the coins to the conductor. Why? Is something the matter? No, nothing is the matter. I just felt like having a bus ride. That is all. Now her destination had come. Her 30 paisa could take her only to this place. The conductor asked her to get off. Valli replied that she was going back on the same bus. She handed 30 paise coins to the conductor. The conductor was surprised. Valli told him that she just felt like having a bus ride again. So, why is something the matter? No, nothing is the matter. I just felt like having a bus ride, that is all. Don't you want to have a look at the sights now that you are here? Now he asked, don't you want to have a look at the sights? Do you not want to see the town? As now you are here all by myself. Oh, I would be much too afraid. Greatly amused by the girl's way of speaking, the conductor said, but you were not afraid to come in the bus. Nothing to be afraid of about that, she answered. Well, then why not go to that stall over there and have something to drink? Nothing to be afraid of about that either. Oh no, I couldn't do that. Well, then let me bring you a cool drink. No, I don't have enough money. Just give me my ticket, that's all. It will be my treat and not cost you anything. Now, the conductor, he was greatly amused. He asked if she was not afraid of coming alone in the bus. She answered that there was nothing to be worried about. He was ready to offer a cold drink to her, but she firmly said that she wanted only her ticket and nothing else. It will be my treat and not cost you anything. The conductor said, it will be my treat and you have not to pay anything. No, no, she said firmly, please no. But she replied, no. The conductor shrugged and they waited until it was time for the bus to begin the return journey. Again, there were not many passengers. So, they waited until it was time for the bus to begin the return journey. Again, there were not many passengers. So, these are the questions based on extract. Suddenly, Valli clapped to off the bus. Our first question is, suddenly Valli clapped her hands. And our options are, first, with great excitement, second, with great anxiety, third, with great surprise, and fourth, with great happiness. Second, a young cow was running very fast, and our options are, first, along the road, second, on the road, third, on the side of the road, and the fourth, in the middle of the road. So, you have to find out the right one. Next, the bus slowed first to a halt to save the animal, third, to control the speed, and next, to a crawl. Fourth, the more he dashed, the more frightened the animal became. So, fill in the right word. You will fill the right word in it. So, you will do these question answer in your notebook and we will continue our chapter by tomorrow. Thank you.